Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I last posted. My initial idea was to post every single Sunday without fail, which has proven to be a little bit more difficult, especially when things get in the way. Obviously this isn't my priority, but I'm really trying hard. I've been traveling and obviously my background and scenery is not as nice as it was in Bali, so I've just been adjusting, but I'm back. In my previous videos, I have been speaking a lot about my past and diving into what brought me to where I am now. Last year was all about starting my self-development journey. I thought it was finally time to bring it back into the present, so welcome to Barcelona. At the end of last year, I, as most people do, made a few resolutions for myself. I set myself 3 main goals in 2023. Considering that we are more than halfway through the year, I thought it was a great time to reflect and to see where I'm at. So my first goal was to travel more, and I had 2 places specifically in mind. That was Bali and Barcelona in Spain. For those of you who don't know, I am mixed Norwegian and Malaysian, and I have actually been based in Dubai for the past 10 years. And honestly, nowhere really feels like home just because of how much I've moved around. And for those who might have wanted a little history lesson of my life and where I've lived, here it is. So I was born in Malaysia and I lived there until I was about 12 or 13 years old. Me and my family then moved to Dubai for 1 year, and then we went back to Malaysia for about 2 years, and then I decided that I wanted to go to Norway with my dad. Ended up not liking it, so I was only there for about 9 months. Went back to Malaysia for a few months. I think I did 1 term at school, maybe that's like 3 months there, and then my mom got a job in Dubai, so we had to all relocate and move back to Dubai, which is where I stayed for 4 years. And after that, it was university period. I went to Denmark for a while, 6 months. That lifestyle didn't really fit in with me. Then I moved to London to restart university there. And then I also went to Chile for about 9 years. And then eventually back to Dubai. So it was quite a few countries in that last period. While it's so nice to experience so many different cultures and lifestyles and just being in different countries, I essentially missed out on forming really deep relationships with friends. And like, for example, now when I'm in Norway, I'm not considered to be the Norwegian, I'm considered to be the Malaysian. When I'm in Malaysia, I'm not considered to be Malaysian, I am Norwegian. And nowhere really feels like home to me. While Dubai has been a great base for the past so many years, past 10 years or so, it doesn't really make my heart feel content anymore. And also another thing with Dubai is that everyone comes and goes. I have no one left in Dubai and it doesn't really feel like home. So the initial idea I had with traveling was to visit different countries and cities that basically called to me and spend about 3 to 4 months there and experience living in these countries in hopes of one day finding a potential home, somewhere that I can love, that I feel comfortable in, and that I can eventually one day settle in. So after last year and visiting Bali, I fell in love with it. So I knew that coming back to Bali this year was a must. And the next destination I had on my list was Barcelona. And that was because a few years ago, I came here for 3 days only with my best friend and I absolutely fell in love with the city. So this time around, I wanted to come back, experience living here for a longer period of time, and see what this beautiful city has to offer. Each time I visit a new place, I get a little bit more clarity on the things that I would want in my future home. So when I went to Bali, it confirmed with me that I really needed a beach and a sea nearby. Before coming to Barcelona, I went to the Netherlands for a week, and being there really reminded me of how much I loved being surrounded in nature. and just having fresh air to breathe in. So whether that's going for a walk in the forest, or having a picnic by the lake, or just having a coffee outside in the garden, I really need to be surrounded by nature, and so that's something that I'm definitely going to be looking for when I think of a place that I want to settle. So I am looking forward to seeing what Barcelona has to offer, although I have already been here for 2 weeks, but I have to admit that I liked it a lot more the previous time I was here, and that's probably because I haven't given it a fair shot. I mean, the first week was a lot of adjusting to the new environment, finding the supermarkets, the gym that I want to go to, just getting used to this area, which I realize takes a lot of my energy. And then the second week, I just had a lot of work stress, so I spent a lot of time behind my laptop in Sandwiches the cafe and just working all day, and I haven't gone out to explore yet, and not properly anyways. So before calling it quits here, I'm going to try and give it the best shot that I can, try to give it a fair chance. I'm going to make an effort to go out, to explore, to try and go to meetups, make new friends, and just try to really experience life in this city. So my second goal was to expand my business. So if you don't know, I started a pet grooming business along with my family in April last year. I've never really considered myself to be a businesswoman or a business person. I never really gave it much thought of starting my own business. And this has been a absolutely terrifying but also such a rewarding experience, and I've loved it and learned so much from it. So my goal for 2023 was to expand our business by means of getting a second van. So we have a mobile pet grooming company where we have a van and 2 employees, and we go to our customers' houses and we groom their pets, so like cats and dogs and stuff like that. We are a small company, but it's going really, really well so far, and we've built such an amazing client base, and we find ourselves to be booked like 1 or 2 weeks in advance. So this is really tricky, and we're trying to navigate it as best we can, but ideally we just need a second van so that we can take on more bookings. And this is proving to be a lot more difficult than initially expected or anticipated. In Dubai, you need to meet a lot of different criteria in order to get a business loan, and we don't meet that criteria yet because we are a small and new company. We have also had a few setbacks in July, facing a really tough challenge, so a lot of my focus has been there. But I am not giving up, and I hope that by the end of this year we'll be able to expand and get a second van and just grow this company. Finally, my third goal was to start something personal for myself. So while it is great owning your own business and being your own boss, I'm still essentially broke. I know that in order to maintain my current lifestyle of traveling and visiting different places, I do need to find another way to have an additional stream of income. So I'm working on something else when I have the time, but Bath & Bubbles, our pet grooming business, is my main priority. So I'm still trying to figure out how I can maintain a work-life balance and also take on this other task of finding and making something for myself. But I am putting myself out there on social media and here on YouTube, and I think this is a great first step anyways. So 2023 has come with a lot of challenges and a lot of lessons learned, and I just wanted to share some of them as well. So my first lesson has been not to be so rigid in the goals that I set for myself. I need to find a balance between being disciplined but also having some fluidity in my schedule and allowing my work schedule to flow with my emotions. I do go through ups and downs, and I need to remind myself to be gentle but also pushing forward, because I want to get things done, I want to progress, I want to work hard, and in order to get to your goals you need that. You need that discipline. So I'm just trying to find the balance, but also being really kind and gentle to myself. Another thing is there will always be unexpected situations that arise, and it's so easy to feel overwhelmed and feel like you're drowning. So something that's really helped me is to think about the impermanence of everything and just reminding yourself and knowing that all of these hardships and challenges will come to an end. Another way to handle a challenging situation is to completely shift your perspective and instead look at what you can be grateful for, what lessons you can learn from the situation. I have realized that for me, taking a step back and going into nature when I'm feeling overwhelmed really works. and it allows me to come back to my laptop and back to my work with a fresh mindset, and then I'm more able to carry out my tasks throughout the day. But it's just super important for me to actually realize that I need to take a step back and take time for myself. Another thing that I've learned quite recently is to set feeling-based goals rather than metric-based goals. While having metric-based goals is important for me and my productivity and work, feeling-based goals work better. For example, that could be, I want to feel more clarity and certainty in my business. I want to feel more comfortable in my body. So these are just different kinds of examples, but that has really helped me, because by the end of the month, if I haven't achieved exactly what I wanted to, as long as I feel more certainty, more comfort, then, I can end the month on a better note and just move on feeling a lot better about myself. Monthly reflections have been an absolute game changer for me. So it's probably the favorite time for me throughout the year. So the end of the month, I will reflect on the month that has just passed, see where I can improve on and where I fell short, and basically just set new intentions for the following month. I made a promise to myself this year to live with intention and not let life slip me by. And I can definitely say that being so aware with what I'm doing and where I'm falling short has helped me so much. And I feel like I'm just living with a lot more purpose. This has been my most intentional year so far, and I think this is because of all the reflection that I have been doing. We still have about 4 to 5 months of the year left, and a lot can be accomplished in that time. So I hope that everyone is having a great 2023 so far, and just keep on crushing your goals and working hard and just living your best life. Thank you for watching this video and being here with me. I am really grateful for it.